when I was around 13 years old. I went to get my hair done, and the stylist started shouting about how I had bad hair. I'm in the bathroom. If you can hear my fan, sorry. But it is wash day today. I am going to be a bridesmaid in my friend's wedding on Thursday. Today is Monday, so I need to tame this hair. I was thinking this would be the perfect time for a story time. Let me show you what I'm using. My favorite shampoo and conditioner, castor oil shampoo, castor oil conditioner. I have the conditioner in my hair right now. I'm deep conditioning. I wanted to put this on and then go do some workouts. I don't know if I'm feeling that ambitious today. You may be wondering why I have a Merry Christmas shower curtain in April. It is because my children have requested that we keep the shower curtain in the rotation because they love it so much. And who am I to deny them simple requests? So I wanted to do a story time on having bad hair and being light skinned. I hate even calling myself light skinned because I am a black woman and raised by a black woman. For all my girlies out there, all of my light skinned brown girlies that have a hair texture similar to mine, I guess my hair would be 4C. The water, it just beads off of these curls, and it takes a lot for my hair to soak in moisture. And I also don't have very thick hair. My hair is thin. It can get dry very easily. It breaks easily. It gets tangled easily. So what I do is I wash my hair. I'll say a week and a half, 2 weeks at the most, but every 2 weeks. And when I do wash my hair, I section my hair with hair ties, 4 sections. I do the hair ties closer to the ends of my puffs so I can get close to the scalp. I condition and detangle, and then I put in a hair mask. That's usually every other week. And days like today, yeah. Anyway, I am rambling. I'm gonna deep condition, and then I'm gonna come back to share a story about when I was around 13 years old. I went to get my hair done, and the stylist started shouting about how I had bad hair. I'll be back. All right, everyone, I'm back. This is my hair, freshly cleaned. Yeah, I rinsed my hair about 1,000,000 times just to get all the flakes out of it. I try to do most of my detangling with my fingers, but these are my go-to instruments for my hair. The unbrush and Denman brush. I love my Denman brush. I have to use it with smaller sections and I'm too lazy for that, so most of the time I use my Denman brush. Doesn't have as strong teeth on it as the Denman, but as you can see, it's a paddle brush, so I cover more surface area, which means I can get a lot more done faster, which is my goal. I'm going to start off with my leave-in Paul Mitchell, the conditioner. I like the slip. It gives my hair, makes it very easy to detangle at a quick speed. Then I follow up with the Do Mousse Def. I'm going to try more of their products, but for now I only use this mousse and this one. I mostly save this one for my children because I wash their hair more frequently. They have a looser curl pattern than mine, and it doesn't seem to leave as much residue in their hair as it does my hair. There's a lot of flakes when I use this, and I noticed that when I use a lot of products that have honey in it, it makes my hair flake up very quickly. So I do like how shiny it makes my hair, but this is my go-to. My top runner, I will never use any other gel. Miss Jessie's Coily Custard. I love it. I love the definition. I love the slip. I like the shine. And I'm so glad that I find these at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And of course, the spray bottle. Because this hair is going to dry up. It's probably dry now. I like to start with the back section. And as you can see, I have like permanent parts. I cannot stand water dripping down my face. Like, is that childish of me? I just realized I didn't have my microphone on. Okay, let's get into this story of my bad hair experience. When I was younger, I used to go to the doobie shop a lot, and all my brown skin girls, Dominicana, y'all know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know, the doobie spot is like a Dominican hair salon where you mostly go to get curls, sets, and blowouts. Where they put your hair in rollers, they stick you under the dryer, they get you that bone straight blowout, they wash and deep condition, all of that stuff. Before I went natural, I would always straighten my hair. I guess I was just ashamed that my hair it would never go past shoulder length. I just always wanted longer hair. We can take it back to middle school because this is around the time where I started going to the doobie shop. I used to get teased by girls for my hair when they would see me in the hallway. This is like so embarrassing to say, but they would literally sing bald head, skittle diddle, ain't got no hair in the middle. And they would just be laughing. I would just want to like disappear into thin air. Because I already did not like my hair, and to see that others didn't like my hair either and like actually made fun of me for the way my hair looked. Yeah, it didn't make me feel good, to say the least. Started going to the doobie spot with hopes that keeping up with that, it would stimulate hair growth and, length and all the stuff that I was looking for. Healthy hair, long hair, all of that. Stop calling me, I'm not answering. So yeah, I used to get teased and I always felt weird for having hair that I've had because I've heard comments all my life about like my hair looking nappy and it just being high maintenance pretty much. And my mom having to come to my defense when people would try to like make comments about my hair. She would be like, her hair is not rough. There's nothing wrong with her hair. Her hair is very soft, very delicate. Fast forward to high school, I started doing like my own quick weaves. At the time, I didn't know it's what it's called, but that's what I was doing. I was taking tracks and gluing them onto my head as close to the scalp as I could without getting it on my scalp. So before this trip to the beauty shop, I had just taken down a quick weave and I had a lot of glue in my hair. Like so much glue that I couldn't even get all of it out. Like I washed my hair a few times and brushed out as much as I could. But I knew there was going to be glue in my hair still for this appointment. So I was like, okay, we'll see how it goes when I get there. Well, I get there, and my mom and I and my family, we were regulars at this place. So the owner knew us. The owner's sister owned the spot with her, so she knew us as well. And this particular hair stylist they had there, I'm assuming it was like her first weekend, or it seemed like she was new because I had never seen her before. But this is the one that I go to. My hair gets washed in the wash section. I get to her chair and she's trying to part my hair and put the rollers in it, and she's just discovering that there's a lot of glue in my hair. So she's combing out what she finds. As she keeps going, she keeps finding more. So she's like progressively getting more and more frustrated, and I can hear her moaning and groaning in my ear, just and she's getting upset to the point where the stylists on either side of her are noticing. So they're speaking Spanish to each other, asking her like what's going on. She's pointing at my head and like she's aggressively like speaking about my hair, and I can feel myself shrinking into the chair. I know that she's talking about the glue in my hair because I keep hearing her say glue every couple words, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. It gets to the point where the owner is asking her what's wrong, and it seemed like the owner wanted her to be more professional, is the impression that I'm getting. So they start arguing, and she's just like, bad hair. She has bad hair. Mucho glue and bad hair. At this point, I just about left my body. I just wanted to leave so bad. Like clearly I wanted my hair done, but not if it was gonna come with embarrassment and shame. Yes, I know I could have done a better job making sure I didn't have glue in my hair before I got there, but did you have to do me like that? And clearly, the owner was kind of feeling the way I was feeling, like this is so unnecessary. Like there's a way to go about it. Yes, you can be surprised. Yes, you can be frustrated, but conducting yourself this way is not okay. It got to the point where they're arguing so much. She tells the stylist to leave, like to go outside and like come back when she calms down. When they put me in the chair of another woman so she can put in my curlers and then put me under the dryer. The appointment proceeds as usual. I take my curlers out, they blow my hair out. If you have any recommendations, products, styling, tips, what have you, I would love that. And I've had a complex about my hair. Like I said, my entire life, I've been very insecure because I feel like when people see me, they expect me to have hair that's a lot different than what it is. I've made myself feel bad about my hair. I just slapped the damn microphone into this holy guacamole. Isn't it fucked up after that? Alright, so I did a middle piece and now split the rest into two sections. And then I either decide from there if I'm going to do 2 pieces or 4 pieces. I really do love my hair now more than ever. Now that I have a routine that I like and products that I know that I like, and I have better understanding of my hair, it helps me be more gracious with my hair. I understand how delicate it is more than I ever have before. Now here I am, a 35-year-old woman, feeling like I love my hair more than I ever have, and I'm really grateful for the journey. So I'm compromising curl definition for volume because I'm going to be wearing my natural hair in the wedding. I'm wearing my hair up in a pineapple, which is my go-to hairstyle. I want it to look full up top, and usually the first day after I take down my hair, it usually pulls down more because of the glue and everything. The glue, not using glue, because of the gel. I want it to sit up. Goodness, I feel like that took forever for me to say. To all my girlies that have hair similar to mine or have had experiences with their hair where people, well, I don't want to say people, but I guess where you've been made to feel like you're not good enough as you are. People expect you to be something different, and because you're not meeting that expectation, you're mistreated. Try not to let it get to you. I try to remind myself that the way people conduct themselves is just a reflection of how they're feeling about themselves in their life. I don't know what was going on with old girl that day. Maybe she was already having a rough day, already tired because the shop was packed. You know, people be coming there at the booty crack of dawn to get their hair done. Who knows? She could have had a long day already by the time I was there. Then again, you're a grown ass woman, so at some point you gotta be able to manage your emotions. But that's a conversation for another day as to why grown people have such a hard time recognizing that they should have better control over themselves than they do. And those usually be the first ones that be trying to control everybody else. Like, bitch, it starts with you. Control your motherfucking self. Alright, everyone, I'm on my last piece. Might be a little too much mousse in here. Okay. I just saw how dry my lips were. Crazy. Whipping out the baby lips. The Quilly custard. Oh, girls. I said, don't you do too much. You do way too much just then. Yeah, I'm putting that back in the bottle. That was a lot of gel. I did not mean it. I did not mean it. Okay, everyone. This is the final result of my hair. You get down. This one, doo-doo one in the back. She thick. If you made it all the way through my video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, Modern Mars, where I share myself and whatever comes to mind. Yeah, yeah. I think I am done now. I am sending extra love your way. And just know that you are beautiful and you're perfect in all your imperfections. I swear, when this camera comes out, I lose all train of thought. It's insane. But anyway, woo. Anywho, to all that have watched this video today, I pray peace, health, and wealth be upon you, and I'm sending love and light your way. Until next time, bye.